everyone, my name is Tanishq Sheikh and I'm an early years childhood educator. Today I'm here to talk to you about early childhood care and education. These past 8 months have been very tough on all of us, and it's been toughest on our young children. Children who cannot understand why there are restrictions in place, why they cannot visit a park or a mall or go places where they really want to go to. Schools have been shut, and that's something that's been worrisome for all parents. Parents are working from home, they're multitasking, they need to teach their children. Oh, there's so much to do. And yet, we have managed it all. The reason that we've managed so far is because I think we're working as a community, and that's very important indeed. Of course, here comes the very important question. Do these online sessions provide a good substitute for the schools? No, of course not. Schools need to be physical. Yes, they need to be there. You need to be there present. But the moot point here is that if you don't have a choice, then what? Then is it fair to let your child be at home on his or her own and not have any kind of inputs, any kind of exposure to learning at all? See, learning in the early years is an ongoing process. So every time your child does something, he's learning. He's learning from you, he's learning from the environment, he's learning at each and every step. So as such, your job is getting done. And for parents who are involved with their children, you're doing a fantastic job so far. But at certain times, we do need to ask ourselves this question, that do children need to have an exposure to other children? Now, when you can't do this in a physical setting, then the best way out is to do via temporarily the online sessions. Choose a school that can help you, give maybe a half an hour to 45-minute session for your child, and they give you brilliant guidance for the rest of the time when the child is offline. And that's where your role starts coming in. You'll realize that you will have a routine in place. You'll realize that most of your worries will go away. And of course, if you're wondering whether preschools are really important, preschool education is really important, yes, they are. Preschool education is the foundation of your child's life. Your child is learning to speak, your child is learning a multitude of things in their lives. And it's going to be so important for this child to find their way around in the world. As the child grows older and as the learning gets more complex, it's going to really matter whether the child is able to use their analytical skills to understand the situation, to problem solve. And while playing with toys might not look like problem solving, it is. And the best toy, of course, that you can get for your child is a box of nothing. So get some empty cartons, challenge them, let them play with those toys which are open-ended, and relax. The best thing the pandemic has done is given you time. I have come across all these years parents who tell me, we don't have time for our child. So the best thing that the pandemic has done is given you time with your child. So invest that time in a very proper manner, and you will definitely see the result. So on an ending note, my viewpoints for you, my advice to you as parents is that please do not take this time lightly. Give your child the best, read books with them, and not necessarily moral books which are going to challenge their creativity, challenge their imagination. Give them materials which are touch and feel, which are textural, and ask them questions. It's always best to keep asking children questions, because you will be surprised with the answers that they give you, and that's actually your present. So do your best, and I know you're already doing your best, and let's hope that things settle down quickly and faster, and we go back to what was our normal. Thank you.